Hey guys, Fernando Casares again. And talking about language and the way we acquire language, there's a big relationship between these two. Why there is a big relationship between these two? Because language is the way that we express ourselves. We can express thoughts, ideas, even feelings through language. So, to you to acquire language, it depends also in the context and the type of person that you are. Even in the experience that you have with language, and especially the environment surrounding you. Also, a huge factor on the way we acquire language is identity. Why is identity a huge factor? Because identity, it's associated with the effort that you're going to put on acquiring a new language. Even the way that you're using that language on your life.
Hey guys, it's me Mauricio, and it's my turn to tell you about my experience talking and acquiring a new language, that is the English. I had always lived in Tijuana, but I have a great connection with English because since I live too close to the frontier, I can practice my English, and I think in my own perspective, it's a great tool to live near the other country, that is the United States, because in that way I can go and practice my English. Since I were in elementary and high school, I have used English in classes. They have teach me the basis of the English, but I think that was not how I could practice the best way of my English. Since I like to play soccer, I have played in San Diego. So over there, every coach talk in English. So in the way to understand what they were saying, I needed to practice and hear the English. So I think that helped me a lot. Nowadays, I just talk English on school, but I think I have a good basis that I acquired in um, elementary and on San Diego. Often when I go to San Diego, I used to practice my English, and I think that's a good way to keep progressing. Knowing two languages, Spanish and English, had helped me to progress in my personal feelings because the way I express is not the same in Spanish than in English. I think that because of knowing these two languages and practicing, I have more people, and I have developed two personalities. I think that my Spanish personality is more relaxed, calm, informal, while my English personality, I think that at first I was insecure and not had the confidence I wanted to, but with the pass of the time, I have practiced all my skills, and this helped me to have two personalities, one in Spanish and one in English.
Hey guys, my name is William, and I have learned through my process of learning a new language that acquiring English in Mexico is way too different from acquiring it in the United States. As I grew up in Mexico, my mother tongue has always been Spanish, and this language had a strong bond with shaping my identity, who I am, because I learned skills to develop thoughts and emotions to express myself. In middle school and elementary school, I got English classes that helped me to understand the language in the United States and other countries that talk English because I learned how to speak and write fluently. Nonetheless, this didn't help me to understand the culture there, to interpret and form new ideas or thoughts that constantly are like taught there. Um, Context and culture might show you different events or things that make you understand something related to what you know before. But for people living there, um, this event may have other meaning for them, and they like could express it with their own language, and that is something that establishes Lera Boroditsky. Different language in the description of something may give you like different ideas, and this variety of ideas will help you to understand and make like one idea. So what I'm trying to say is that identity is related to the group of ideas that you learn from different countries.
In conclusion, the way you acquire language is very important, but it's even more important the context and the people surrounding you. In order to you to acquire the new language, you must practice it, and for this you must have confidence on yourself so you can reach the goal of speaking that language correctly and fluently. Because of this, we invite you to acquire and practice a new language, because you will not only acquire a new language, you will acquire a new mentality and a new way to see things.
So guys, this was all for this video. I hope you like it, and don't forget to give us a like and wait for our next video next week.